In courtroom 4C of the Mecklenburg County Courthouse, Amanda Wexler, known in her HOA as a neighborhood enforcer and by others as a textbook Karen, sat poised beside her attorney, arms crossed, gaze fixed on the man across the room. She was suing Darius Cole, a 41-year-old black homeowner and engineer, for what she claimed were continuous disturbances and unauthorized modifications to his own front yard. The truth? Darius had installed a small community library and solar-powered lights in his garden, offering free books to kids and cutting power costs for his elderly neighbors. Amanda, who lived 4 houses down, didn't like the foot traffic or the fact that children from the other side of the avenue were coming into their neighborhood. Her suit alleged that Darius violated the HOA's landscaping agreement and created a public nuisance. It was the third time she had filed complaints, but this time she brought it to civil court. What Amanda hadn't expected was that Darius would represent himself and do so flawlessly. From the start, Darius was measured, respectful, and razor-sharp. His presentation of facts was meticulous. He quoted case law. He submitted architectural approvals, emails, and even HOA board minutes. Minutes that included Amanda's past complaints about non-residents walking near her property. Still, Amanda smirked through it all, confident her privileged and polished attorney would carry the day. And then came closing arguments. Her lawyer restated their case. This is about neighborhood integrity and maintaining standards. Mr. Cole's actions, while perhaps well-intentioned, breached the agreed-upon covenants and should be removed. The judge turned to Darius. "Mr. Cole, your closing remarks?" Darius stood. His voice was calm but carried the full weight of dignity. "Your Honor," he began, "what we've seen here is not about lights or books. It's not about grass height or solar panels. This is a case about who gets to feel ownership in a community." He turned briefly toward Amanda, then back to the judge. "Let's be clear. I've followed every guideline. I received written permission for my upgrades. I've never hosted loud events, never invited any hazard. My only offense, as far as I can gather, is that my lawn invited joy and diversity into a space someone kept as a fortress." He walked slowly to the center of the courtroom. "Ms. Wexler believes her comfort should come at the cost of my existence, my contribution. But neighborhoods aren't museums. They are living, breathing places. What I built wasn't a nuisance. It was a gift." He pulled out a letter, handed it to the court clerk. "This is a petition signed by 36 of the 40 homes in our subdivision. White, black, Latino, retired, and young. They support the library. They support the lights. They support unity." Amanda's smirk was gone. Darius looked at the judge. "I don't ask for sympathy. I ask only that truth matter more than perception, and that service not be punished under the mask of order." Silence followed. The judge took a moment before speaking. "Mr. Cole," she said, "your statement was one of the most thoughtful I've heard in this court. The evidence is clear. The court finds in your favor, the case is dismissed, and the community library may remain." Amanda sat frozen, lips pressed tight. Her attorney whispered something, but she didn't respond. There was no smirk left to wear. As Darius exited the courtroom, members of the community waiting outside clapped softly. One elderly man, his neighbor Mr. DeLuca, hugged him. A young girl handed him a handmade thank you card with "Book Hero" written in glitter. By that evening, a video of his closing statement had gone viral under the tag hashtag #BooksNotBias. Civil rights advocates, educators, and homeowners across the country praised his poise and power. Darius returned home that night and refilled the little library himself. He placed a sign beside it that read, "For every neighbor, even the ones who didn't believe I belonged." Because he did. And now even the court had said so.